Hello, dear children. Today, let us begin with another wonderful story that is Stranger by the Window. Ruby finds that her new book is with the man at the window. She's angry and asks the man to return it. But what happens? Let us have a look into that. How was that? Thought Ruby. That was her book, her new book. She had not even finished reading it. How was it with the man at the window? The window, berth. Berth means a place to sleep on the train. Was just opposite the cubicle. Here, the word cubicle means something which is having a very small portion separating from a very large room. Ruby and her mother were sharing with the lady on the bunk. Ruby had been enjoying chit-chatting with her friend, Mitu, in the other cubicle. So, Ruby had another friend whose name was Mitu. While coming back, just at the entrance of the cubicle, she looked back and stopped or spotted at the book. How come my book is lying here? Ruby cried out. The man did not stir, which means the man did not move. He was very busy in reading a book. He did not even try to look up at Ruby. He didn't give a reply also. That made Ruby really very angry. "Excuse me," she asked earnestly. "Yes," the man replied without looking up, still busy in his book. "Busy reading, huh? Can I take my book?" Ruby was very angry. "Your book? Which one?" The man started to look around. "My book. Yes, this one, Panchatantra." Ruby pointed out at the book which was lying among all the other books and magazines which were kept aside by the strange man. "Are you sure this is your book?" the man asked. His face had a very faint smile because Ruby was a cute little girl and people didn't wish to show their anger on her. "This could be mine too," he quipped without waiting for an answer. Here the word quipped means giving a very quick and a clever reply. Is he kidding? A book for children? His, she thought to herself. Ruby could not control her anger. She ran to her mother, picking up the book in haste. "Mom, did not Manu uncle give me this book?" Ruby asked, holding the book up. "Yes, of course, my dear. What is it?" Mother was very curious to know. "He has taken away my book. Now he wonders if the book belongs to me at all." Ruby's voice was filled with emotion. "But where did you keep it?" Ma wanted to gauge the situation. Here, the word gauge means to make a judgment about something. "There, in my bag, over there," Ruby replied and was pointing towards the corner of the berth. Ma was not sure if the man at the window had been to their side in the cubicle at any time during Ruby's absence. So here in this context we can see that Ma did not see the strange man any time towards their cubicle. She did not remember to have noticed any such move on his part. On the other hand, he had been there all along, completely occupied with reading. The man probably loves reading. You should know how to look after your things while on a journey. Now sit down and read, if you like. Ruby's mother did not like any kind of commotion. Here, the word commotion refers to a kind of sudden and noisy confusion or excitement. The man at the window did not seem to mind it. He was a very friendly man. He said, "If you think the book is yours, He was interrupted. Interrupted means stopped in the middle with vehemence. Vehemence means a very strong feeling of anger. "This book is mine, of course. This is my Panchatantra, a book for children." Ruby held the book up, showing the cover, as if to prove that children's books should remain only with children, not with elders. But the man fumbled. Fumbled means difficulty in finding the right words to tell to Ruby. As he was watching Ruby fuming. Fuming means becoming very angry about some topic. Well, you can keep it, baby. He quietly stood up, walked out of the compartment. Compartment means a section of a coach on a train in which it is divided. Leaving all his books and magazines, all his belongings unguarded on his berth. Here, he did not keep any safety for his magazines and books. You can keep it. You can keep it, baby. What does he mean? I'm no longer a baby. I'm full 11 years old. I'm not a careless little girl, thought Ruby. She sat down on her berth, opened the book, but was unable to concentrate. Her little mind was really very disturbed. The train, meanwhile, took up the speed. Some passengers began moving and arranging their luggage. The destination was too close. Ruby caressed the book on her lap. Here, the word caressed means touching something or the book very gently. She could not afford to lose it. The lady on the bunk. Bunk means a narrow bed that is fixed to a wall, especially in a train. Watched her and threw a consolation comment. You cannot do a thing. The man returned. He waited for a minute, bundled up or put up all his things together and left the compartment, perhaps to wait at the exit door. What was the hurry? He could not jump out of a running train. Most disagreeable man. Ruby pondered. Pondered means thought. The train was pulling in the station. Ruby picked up her bag and started putting her little things inside her bag. Mom, look, please. What is it? Mother asked. She stood up. What is it, dear? She repeated. Look, my book is here. My copy of Panchatantra is in my bag. The copy in her hand was not actually hers. Did you not check it before going, girl? What an awful thing to do. This copy may be for his own children at home. Ruby was dazed, holding 2 copies of Panchatantra in 2 hands. She tried to hold back her tears. She was so sorry that she could not apologize to the man at the window. The author of this story is K.R. Mitra. The message that we get from this story is, think before you act. Dear children, let us now move on into the question answers of this story. Oral questions. Question 1. Where do you think Ruby was going? Was it a long or a short journey? Answer. I think Ruby was going to a relative's house. The journey was long because she had brought a copy of Panchatantra to read on the train. Question 2. Do you think the man knew that the book was his? Answer. I think the man knew it was his book. Read and answer. Question 1. How old was Ruby? Answer. Ruby was 11 years old. Question 2. What was the man reading? Answer. The man was reading a newspaper. Question 3. Who was Ruby traveling with? Were they going by train or aeroplane? Answer. Ruby was traveling with her mother. They were going by train. Whose book had Ruby holding till now? Answer. Ruby had been holding the man's book till now. Think and answer. Question 1. Why was Ruby angry with the man? Answer. Ruby was angry with the man because she thought that he had taken her book. Question 2. Your book? Which one? Why do you think the man said this? Answer. The man said so because he was amused to see that this young girl was telling him that the book lying near him was not his. Question 3. Why was Ruby angry when the man called her baby? Answer. Ruby was angry with the man because she thought that she is an 11-year-old girl and she should not be called a baby. Question 4. What kind of a person was the man in the story? Friendly or rude? Tell the class why you think so. Answer: the man was a very friendly person. Even after knowing it was his book, he let Ruby keep the book and didn't say anything to her. Reference to context. Read the sentence and answer the questions that follow. He has taken away my book. Now he wonders if the book belongs to me at all. Question A. Who said these words and to whom? Answer: Ruby said these words to her mother. Question B. Who is he? Answer: he is the man sitting by the window in the same cubicle as Ruby and her family in the train. Question C. What was the name of the book? The name of the book was Panchatantra. Question D. What happens next? Answer: Ruby's mother tries to gauge the situation by asking her where she had kept her book. Dear children, I hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you.